Commitment looks like this is just an open discussion. Ooh, how you guys doing today? It's been a long and very draining day for me. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what y'all did today, but your girl is tired. Okay? Your girl is tired. Give me a second. Let me close my door. TV is loud. Alright. So come on in the room. What's up, y'all? Come on in this room and talk to me. Wow, commitment looks like. There's no way that I would have thought that mid-November last year, that I would be making a commitment looks like a career goal, a career change, or an add-on to what I'm already been doing. And I'm so thankful, I really am, for all of the people who have joined my movement, whether you got a contract, and paid those $10, or if you just decided to just join the jump rope movement or the jump rope challenge or the strengthening and toning challenge on your own. I'm just grateful for you guys, and I just wanted to come on here for a moment. Hold on. I'm throwing y'all again. Sorry. Why are you doing that? I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Booski. How are you, love? I'm just coming on here for a moment to answer any questions that you guys may have about the commitment looks like a lifestyle movement change, a lifestyle movement, sorry. And just see if you guys had any questions for me. How did it start? Just to tell you guys just a little bit about me, since this is kind of like the first time. Hey, Courtney. Since this is kind of like the first time that I'm doing like a little open discussion situation. It started because I realized that I wasn't being committed to anything. I had a lot of goals. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do, but nothing that I was actually doing and committing myself to doing. Give me a second. Give me a second. Stop doing that. Okay. Oh. Y'all, I really need to get another stand because this is ridiculous. This is redonkulous. I'm over here trying to rig stuff and set stuff up weird and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, that works. We can do that. I can see both of the Instagram and the Facebook because I'm both places. But okay, so commitment looks like a lifestyle movement. How did it start? In October of last year, I got a job to travel, and it gave me a lot of opportunity to just be by myself. And so, you do a lot of self-reflection. At least that's what I chose to do, is a lot of self-reflection and kind of figuring out where I was in life. My kids were with family, and it was just an opportunity to just really focus on myself. Around, I want to say, probably early last year, I just kind of realized, like, dang, you're really not happy. Like, I'm really not happy. And I put myself in therapy because so often we say we're not happy, but we don't know how We don't know why we're not happy. We don't know, how we got there. It just becomes a moment where we have like this light bulb that says, damn, I'm really just not happy with life. You know what I mean? And that was my moment. Um, I want to say July or June. I took a leave of absence from work. I was working for a data analyst, and um, I was working for a data analyst company, and I just couldn't, like, it wasn't even a hard job. It was a very easy, laid back job. Nothing nothing strenuous. I mean, I was just getting up every day and I was doing data analyst work, looking over spreadsheets every day. And so it was a very easy job, and there was really no reason for me to be stressed out all the time. And I wasn't stressed out because of the job, I was stressed out because of myself. So in June, I reached out to my boss and I just said, mentally, I can't do this. Like, I'm not doing well mentally. I was just checking out. And he was like, well, how can we help? I had just got with the company in April. And I didn't really have, hey Ursula, what's up, Jay? I didn't really have time off that I could take, but they ended up giving me a leave of absence, and allowing me to take like 2 weeks off from work to kind of focus on myself and try to recenter. And during that time, I took a lot of, I was at the beach a lot because I live here in Virginia. So I did a lot of beach stuff. I would take my daughter to school, and then I would literally go to the beach, or I would spend my days in my room just trying to figure out what was going on. I finally ended up reaching out. I'm a big advocate of therapy. I believe that it works. I don't think that we have all the answers within ourselves, and there is a reason why whoever you pray to created these people who take the time to go to school and learn about the human mind and ways for them to help us, like therapists. And so I reached out to a therapist here in Virginia, and found a really awesome lady by the name of Joy. And I reached out to her and I was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I just need help. I just need help. Like, I'm just not here, and I'm really just checking out right now. Let's see who's on here. Hey, Corey. Hey, Courtney. Who else? Hey, Siobhan. Who is this? Your boy Samante 25. How you guys doing? I'm on Instagram and Facebook right now. And I'm just kind of telling my story on how I started the commitment. So if you guys have questions, this is an open discussion. If you want to ask me any question regarding my weight loss journey and how I've gotten to where I am now, or if you have questions about how you can jumpstart yours, then please put your questions in the comments and I will be happy to answer them. So yeah, I reached out to Joy, and Joy was just really dope. She's just a really great therapist, and she had me doing a lot of self-reflection. She would ask me what was going on, and I would tell her what was going on, and she would give me some type of homework to do. So that was about June or July that I started that process of last year of doing therapy. Hey, Jaleesa. Of doing therapy with Joy here in Virginia, and we were also, because that was clearly COVID is still going on, so we were doing those sessions virtually via phone calls or Google Duo. So then I got an opportunity. I quit my job. They gave me a leave of absence for like 2 weeks. I want to say it was maybe like more like 3. They were like, yeah, you could take a leave of absence. We understand how stressful things can be. I am a part of the military community. So my daughter's dad is quite often gone, and you know, I become a single parent again. Um, and when I say single parent, I'm just saying in the fact that he's not here to help physically for 6 months at a time. And so it was just a lot, you know. And then with COVID happening, things stopped being able to be open. You can't go nowhere. I already had restrictions on when I could go places, how I could go them, because of me having a daughter who I needed to raise and me being new to Virginia, and I didn't really know many people. And so I quit my job. I did. I quit my job doing the data analyst thing, and I just basically told them, like, mentally, I can't deal mentally with this. I can't do it. It was, like I said, it was easy work. It was just me going, hey Simone. It was just me going over Excel spreadsheets every day, and it was easy work. But your mental space is very important to have a good mental foundation, and also be able to know when you need a break. And I needed a break. You know what I'm saying? I just needed a break. So I reached back out to my bosses, and I was like, thank you guys for, what's up, love? Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to work with you, but I do have to have to quit my work, my job. So that was back in July. And then I took about a month off, August, September. Yeah, August, September. I took about 2 months off where I was just really just doing, I started just doing driving jobs, because that would give me an opportunity to be out the house and not surround myself in these same four walls, because that can become very depressing as well, of course. And then I started doing my traveling gig. So that picked up. And then, let's see, October 1st, I got a phone call from one of my loving sisters. I am a part of a group that reads Sacred Woman book every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we get up at those sacred times. We get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and we read Sacred Woman. And I committed to that first because I wasn't really sleeping anyway, and I was just like, I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well just listen to some type of something to help me get myself through the day. And that helped me a lot. It was other people. There are other people in my coven who are going through the same type of things as me. And I know a lot of times people say, when you're going through these times, go through it. I had one guy say to me early on in my journey, that sometimes you have to take the path alone. And I do agree with that there are some things that we do have to do alone. But I also know that there is nothing like a support system. And I thrive best when I feel like I really have a good support system behind me. And my coven sisters, my lovin', I call them my lovin', they really do just that. They really support me more than, dare I say, quite often I felt my own family supported me. Exactly, nothing like a sisterhood, right? And like I said, dare I say, more than even my family, I felt was supporting me. And not to say that they weren't trying to support me, but when you have other sisters in a circle who are going through the same thing and trying to attack it in the same ways, it makes it a lot easier. The weight doesn't feel as heavy. It doesn't feel so heavy, y'all. It doesn't feel so heavy. And so on October 1st, one of my coven sisters hit me up and was like, yo, we going on a 31-day fast, raw vegan, for the whole month of October. And she called me on October 1st and told me this. And I was like, all right, if that's what we doing, that's what we doing, because I had just finished a 2-day water fast. That was the longest time that I had gone. And I'm sure many people have gone way longer. And, Eventually I'll get there. I'm not there yet. But I had just done a 2-day water fast with my coven. And I just randomly told them, like, hey, if anybody wants to jump on board, I'm going to do a 2-day fast of water only. And I would love you guys' support. And I had a few people who was like, yeah, I'll do that with you. And I was like, really? Like, I don't even know you guys like that, really. I had just got introduced to the coven, but they were down, you know, straight up down for me. I don't know why this keeps doing this, but they were down for me. Um, and I was down for it, and they showed me their support. So a couple of days later, yeah, just water for 2 days straight. I do intermittent fasting anyway, so I had already been doing like 20, I had already done like a 23-hour water fast before. And I say 23 because literally on the 20, because I was trying to go for a 24-hour water fast that day. And on hour 23, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I gotta eat something. And I didn't make it the 24 hours. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do 2 days. And I did 48 hours worth of water fasting. And my coven, I had like, once again, I had like 5 or 6 people come with me and do that water fast with me. And I thought that was really dope that these people trusted in me so much. Um, trusted in me so much that they were down to do this with me. They were down to do this with me. So a couple of days later, this was probably like the end, September, October, right? Okay. Because sometimes I got to count the months. Y'all know how that is. So this was the end of September that I did the 2-day water fast. And then I want to say that probably ended on like day 28. Okay, 3 days later, October 1st comes. I get a phone. I had missed the live. That day because I was doing some ripping and running. And so I didn't actually get on live with my coven that day to I didn't get on live with the coven that day to read the Sacred Woman book. But my coven sister hit me up and she was like, yo, we're doing 31 days worth of raw vegan fasting. My grandma is right behind you. What are you talking about? Do you see spirits behind me right now? Because of the light? What are you talking about, Carlos? Yo, I'm raw as fuck. So if you came on here looking for me to be extra like professional, it's probably not gonna happen, just so you guys know. I'm gonna probably end up cursing at some point. Probably gonna end up, you know, I don't know. I'm just weird. I don't know. Just bear with me, okay? What's up, love? She's sexiest. What's up, love? So yeah, I did the 2-day water fast. 3 days later, October 1st comes. I missed my Sacred Woman meeting with the coven, but one of my Sacred Woman sisters hit me up, and she was like, "Yeah, so we doing a 31-day raw vegan fast," and I was like, "All right, we're doing a raw vegan fast, okay." And oddly enough, that same day I was planning on going grocery shopping. Damn, I forgot my water. I'm gonna have to get up and go get my water in a minute. The same day, oddly enough, I was about to go grocery shopping, right? So I'm in a grocery store with my homegirl at the time. And I don't know why my ear is itching. Y'all ever have your inner ear itch? Oh my goodness, it's driving me insane. It is driving me insane. So yeah, I'm in a grocery store and I'm going grocery shopping. I'm getting things for my daughter, and my homegirl was like, "So what you gonna eat?" And I was like, "What you mean?" And she was like, your raw 30-day vegan fast starts today. And I was like, shit, oh yeah. So no preparation whatsoever. Like, I really didn't have no preparation for the raw vegan fast, other than the fact that I had already been doing intermittent fasting. I had just done the 2-day water fast only, and this was like day 3 after my 2-day water only fast, that I'm now committing to a 31-day raw vegan, right? And I was like, you're fucking insane. What did you sign up for? So I'm in a grocery store and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to go to the produce section and just get some like get stuff. You know, I know about fruits and vegetables and shit like that. So I grab the stuff that I'm thinking I'm gonna make and everything like that. And it goes good. Like it was going good. You know, it was hard. Don't get me wrong. And there were days where, you know, I would forget to not necessarily eat, but I would go hours without eating because I'm like, dang, what am I supposed to eat? I ended up eating a lot of pistachios. Ooh, that sounds good right now. I could really snack on some pistachios. Y'all, I'm so greedy. Trust and believe me, I figured out real quick the things that I could eat so that I could still enjoy food because I love food. I am a true foodie, okay? I love food. So please don't think I'm over here starving myself at all. Um, so then I ended up getting a job out in New York for 2 weeks. And there's something like really dope about when you have to commit to something new and being able to be in a new environment while doing that commitment. For like a week and a half, I was here, and then my job came around, and I ended up having to go to New York, and I don't know, it just seemed easier. It seemed easy for me, and maybe because I was just ready at that point. You know, had somebody come to me anytime before October 1st and told me that they wanted me to do a raw vegan fast, I would have looked at them like they was fucking insane because who has time for that? I love my seafood too much. I still miss my fucking seafood, okay? And if there is a way for me to figure out how to eat seafood and be vegan at the same damn time, that would be me. I would do that, okay? But you can't be vegan and a pescatarian, so don't even try to throw that out there. So when I went to New York, I ended up having a lot of alone time. Funny enough, I ended up being exposed to COVID. There was somebody else on the bus that we were taking to go to the job who had ended up testing positive. So because of that, we ended up having to quarantine for 14 days in New York. And we had to get tested. Yeah, for real. Okay, I'll be like, listen, I'm loyal. Okay, I'm like, if you tell me this is what you need, if you tell me that this is what we doing, then I'm like, all right, then I guess this is what we doing. Like that's just how I am. That's just how I operate. So, yeah, while I was in New York, I was in Westchester, New York, and we ended up having to quarantine for 14 days because somebody on our bus that was commuting us back and forth to the job ended up coming positive for COVID. And that ended up being like the best thing that could have happened, to be completely honest with you guys, because it forced me to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not working. I'm just sitting, like I'm just here in this hotel room and I'm just chilling most of the time. And I ended up doing a lot of hiking while I was in Newark. I love nature, y'all. I absolutely love nature. If listen, I really need to find some type of coven or cult or some shit. I don't know. Maybe not cult. I don't want to be part of no cult. But I really need to find some people who just want to live in nature and just show me how to live in nature. Like, I don't know nothing about surviving in nature. But if somebody can show me how to survive in nature, I'll survive in nature with you. Okay? I'll be out there right there with you, just living our best life, secluded out in the woods, just doing nothing. You know, we're not doing nothing, but being one with nature. Like, that's just how I am. So I was in New York. I ended up looking up, because I'm quick to look up a place to hike or something or a trail. And I ended up downloading this app called All Trails. I believe that's the name of it. And it shows you what trails are nearby. And there ended up happening to be a little park up the street. Right. There ended up being like a little park up the street that I was able to walk to. It was maybe about a 5-minute walk from the hotel room. And I would walk to that park and I would just get lost in the woods. I would literally be out there all day, like getting lost in the woods, you know what I'm saying? And it was the best thing because, you know, I would bring my weed, you know. Trust me. I would bring my weed. I would be out in nature. I would be taking my shoes off. And I would just be in one with nature. And so food now was not really an issue for me because my focus was no longer on when am I going to eat, but it was, oh, I just want to enjoy nature. And I would do, 5, 6, 7, 8 mile hikes, right there in the middle of Westchester, New York, in the woods, and I would just get lost in the woods. No, I wasn't by myself, y'all. Calm down, settle down. I wasn't by myself. One time I was, though. One time I was. One time I was by myself, but for the most part, I had company. I had other people who were also on the bus with me who were also not positive for COVID, but because of the exposure, we all had to quarantine together. So I had a couple people who would come on the trails with me, and we would just hang out and we would hike. And there was a beautiful, I ended up finding like this really nice pond type thing that had like this little 5 mile walk around it, like a circular trail. And I was just doing a lot of walking during this 31-day fast. Whenever I would get hungry, I would eat, but it would be raw vegan stuff. It would be my nuts and my seeds. I love pistachios. I really fell in love with pumpkin seeds, but that wasn't until I went to Massachusetts when the raw vegan fast was over. But I fell in love with pumpkin seeds. I was eating a lot of fruits, like apples, oranges. At that point, I was just eating things that I knew I liked, because those are going to be the easier things to start off a raw vegan fast with, is to eat things that you like. I did alternate things that I ate, but I would say that if you want to try a raw vegan fast, a good way to kind of bring yourself into that is to commit to one type of fruit or one type of vegetable a day. That way, you eat that fruit or that vegetable all day for that one day, and then the next day you can look forward to eating a different type of fruit or vegetable. But for me, I like variety. Like, I get bored when it comes to food very fast. Like, I'll make a food item one day, but the next day I might eat it again, but I'll probably try to like revamp it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just so I can feel like I'm eating something different. And so that's what I was doing. I was eating fruits and vegetables. I was doing a lot of mixing of fruits and vegetables just so I could get through. And I would eat whenever I wanted to eat. I didn't fast during this time because I felt like that would just be too much for me to tell my body that you can't eat. Well, actually, I was doing a lot of fasting. Now that I think about it, I was doing a lot of fasting, because there would be a lot of times where 2 o'clock would come and I'd be like, dang, I ain't ate nothing all day. Like, all day, sis, you ain't ate nothing. And then I would get this hunger rush over me and I would want to eat everything in front of me. But once again, I was still raw vegan, so I was only eating those fresh produce and those fresh vegetables. At the time, I didn't know that a raw vegan could still eat certain things that were cooked as long as it's underneath that temperature. It wasn't until like towards the end of my raw vegan challenge that one of my coven sisters ended up posting something, and it said how like you can still eat certain things, like I think one of the what was an example that she gave? I don't know. I can't remember. I think I want to say like quinoa or couscous, because literally you can just steep that in hot water and then eat it, and you don't have to cook that. So as long as it's underneath a certain degrees, it's still considered raw. I didn't know that. So literally, y'all, I was not eating any grains. I was literally only eating fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts. And I did that for 31 days. And that was a full month of October. During that time, I didn't do a lot of working out, but I did a lot of eating of the fruits and vegetables, and I smoked a lot. I ain't even gonna lie to you, I smoked a lot, okay? And at one point, I smoked weed because it gave me an appetite. Because I started realizing that like I really didn't have no appetite like that. Eventually your body is like, all right, we get it. Like we don't really need all that other shit that you've been giving us. And we don't need to do all of that. So yeah, we'll just use whatever you give us, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And there would be days, the one thing that I did do that most people will probably be like, how the hell did you do that, is I found a way to still be social. um you know, by like the by like day 14, you don't really want to be by yourself on these vegan challenges. Like, you don't want to feel like you can't go out with your friends. You don't want to feel like you can't be social. You don't want to feel like everybody else can go out to eat or go get coffee or, you know, hang outside and be smoking, drinking, eating whatever they want to eat, and then you just secluded in this room. And so I made myself still be social. And for me, that helped me because it allowed me to not focus on the fact that I wasn't being able to eat cooked food. And while, to be honest with you, I had more questions about me being raw vegan and how I was doing it than I was actually struggling with it. They would be like, well, what you gonna eat? I'm like, y'all figure out where y'all want to eat and I'll figure it out, because a salad is a thing. You understand? Like, I can get a salad from anywhere. And there would be times that my friends would want to go out to eat, and there were times that they went out to eat and they would go to like a bistro or a bar, a cafe, and I would be sitting right there with them at the dinner table while they sat there and ate they hot wings and they French fries. And baby, ooh, that was probably the hardest part, because I could not wait to eat some French fries when I got off of this fucking vegan challenge. I ain't eat no potatoes neither while I was on the raw vegan, because I mean, who the fuck is eating raw potatoes? Like, that sounds insane to me. But if that's what they do, I don't know if anybody does that in real life, but that's not my thing. So I would still go out with them. There would be times that I would literally be sitting at a table with like 3 or 4 other people, and they would be really eating food that I could not eat. But you know, this is what I signed up for. This is my commitment to a 31-day raw vegan fast. And I was committed to that because I had my Coven sisters behind me. You know, there ended up being probably about 7 of us in the Coven, maybe 8, who ended up doing the full 31 days of raw vegan. And it was so dope seeing them every day on my live, on my posts or on my timelines, saying what they ate that day and how they've been feeling, and we were doing checkups. And so it didn't feel like I was doing this raw vegan thing alone, and it made it a lot easier when you have other people. For me, when I have other people depending on me, I'm really like, oh, I can't fuck up. Like, to me, that drives me even harder, because I'm like, okay, these people are depending on me. I got to do this. I got to do it because these people are dependent on me. And so that's what I did. I did that for 31 days, and that was the month of October. And then I ended up going to Massachusetts towards the mid part, actually like real early in November. I ended up going to Massachusetts, and when I got to Massachusetts, I think I ended up having like 3 or 4 days left on my raw vegan challenge that I had to finish, and then I could be able to eat cooked food. And even then, once I was able to eat cooked foods, it wasn't like I was able to just straight up dive in. Like, I had to take it slow, because one, you don't want to put your body through so much at one time of doing new stuff. So I started eating like soups. I ate a lot of soups. I think I ate a lot of soups. But I still was probably about 90% still raw vegan, because I'm still traveling for work. They have us in hotels, but the hotel that I was in, they didn't have a kitchenette. So, and I don't really like using microwaves. So, you know, I'll use them sparingly, but I'm not about to be microwaving nothing every day. That ain't my forte. So, a lot of times I was still, even though I could eat I was still about 90% raw vegan. Why is my inner ear itching all of a sudden, y'all? This is driving me insane. I was still eating raw vegan 90% of the time. Once I, hey Shalonda, hey Casey. So I was still eating raw vegan about 90% of the time by November, or after the challenge was over. And then before I left for the job, I visited one of my coven sisters, and she gave me a jump rope because she had been doing the hula hoop, and I was like, oh, I don't know how to hula hoop, but I had been thinking about getting a jump rope. And she was like, oh, I got a jump rope. I'll give it to you. She gave me a jump rope. So one day I'm sitting in my room and I'm like, yo, I'm bored. Like, I really need to do something. I felt like I needed to burn off extra energy. And I pulled my jump rope out. And I did a little Google searching and found a little challenge that I could do by myself. And I started doing the jump rope challenge mid-November. And that's why I picked up the jump rope. That's how I got to doing the jump rope. And when I first did it, and it was like 200 skips, and I was like, oh, that should be easy. Like, that ain't nothing. 200 skips, what they talking about? Baby, listen, if you ain't been doing no workout and they tell you to do 200 skips, that's a workout. Please believe this shit is not fucking easy, okay? That shit is not fucking easy at all. And I'm in the hotel room skipping, I'm in the hotel room skipping and shit. And but every day that I would do it, I would feel much better. Like, I would go to work and I would just be, I would feel energized, and I would be able to do my 12-hour shifts because I was working 12-hour shifts. So I would wake up early in the morning. My routine kind of looks something like this. While I'm traveling, it looks like something like I will wake up at 3:45 a.m. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, because I would have to report at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock to work. So I wake up at like 3:45. I roll a couple of blunts. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Mind your business. Thank you. I would roll up a couple of blunts. I would smoke one of my blunts. That gave me the energy to, like, y'all know how it. Well, I don't smoke that indica shit. Y'all be wanting to go to sleep, and I be wanting to get up. So I smoke sativa when I do smoke. And I actually haven't been smoking since the new year. I had to stop because I'm going to be starting a new journey soon, and I'll be sharing that with you guys soon. But I had to stop for that new journey. But yeah, I would wake up. I would roll my blunts. I roll like 2 blunts at a time. I'm an even numbers girl. I don't like odd numbers. And I would smoke 1 blunt. That would get enough to get up and be moving and feeling good, and turn my music up loud, and I would do my jump ropes. Right? So I did that the whole time I was in Massachusetts. I did the jump ropes the whole time I was in Massachusetts. And the more every day that I did them, I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, I really like this. Like, I really enjoy doing this. But I want to say around like day 14, because it's a commitment. It is a commitment to do these jump ropes, y'all. Just like anything else. Like when you commit to go to school, or you commit to work out every day, or you commit to your spouse. Don't mind me, I'm spitting and shit. It's a commitment, and you have to make the choice to... Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I need another stand. Like, I really do. This is ridiculous, and I really need to get my life together. Like, come on, guys. Come on, Sugar Bug. Or do they make these little things with the ability to hold 2? Because that's what I really need. I need a stand that holds 2, or 1 stand that holds another stand. So, anyway, yeah, I ended up, so I did it while I was in Massachusetts. I was in Massachusetts for like 2 weeks, right? And then that job ended. I came back home. I kept up with the challenge. Even when I would travel to Georgia to see my family and see my daughter and my son, I would still do my challenge at my sister's house. And then I want to say I went to Chicago, and it was cold outside. And who the fuck about to be outside jump rope in the cold? I don't want to. I love outside. I don't want to be outside jump roping. I did that shit outside one time and I was like, oh no. I don't give a fuck how many layers you got on. You still be cold. I mean, you just still be cold, y'all. I wear thermals. I was wearing thick socks. Damn it, my toes were still cold. It was cold in Chicago. I just could not do it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get on live and just start jump roping on live. You know, and just start jump roping on live to kind of help me stay accountable for self. Not asking anybody to join, but just help me be accountable for self. And so that's what I did. I started coming on live in December. And I think by that time I was probably at like, I don't know, maybe 600 skips at that point. And I would just get on live and I would do my skips and then I would get off. But every time I posted, you know, we got to make a little cute little tag. And I had come up with the tag of commitment looks like. And because commitment is important. If you can't, we have to get out the mindset of not committing to the things that we say we're going to do. The worst thing that we can do is keep lying to ourselves. You know what I mean? Okay, yes, you better get on that bike, boo. The worst thing that we can continue to do is lie to ourselves. You know what I mean? You know, we be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. And then tomorrow come and you ain't starting nothing. What the fuck? Right? And I didn't want to keep lying to myself. So I started naming my posts commitment looks like, and I would say, you know, commitment looks like getting up, you know, at this time and doing this, or my routine. I would say my routine, or I would say what I was doing or what I was going through. There were times that I would wake up and do my commitment for my jump ropes during my own personal challenge, and I wouldn't want to do it. Like, my heart would be heavy, my head would be heavy. Maybe I had a long night the night before. I didn't get enough fucking sleep. I was only sleeping like maybe 5 hours a night because of my work schedule and what time I wanted to get up, and the fact that I had a commitment to my loving, that I would be on Tuesday through Thursday with them at 4:44 in the morning to read the Sacred Roman book. And there would be times that I really just didn't want to do it, but commitment looks like doing it anyway, y'all. Committing to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop making promises to yourself. When we talk about, you know, the expectation that we have of other people and not wanting other people to lie to us, or not wanting them to not keep their word, wanting them to keep their word, and then we don't keep our word to ourselves, how can we expect somebody else to keep their word to us, you know? And I didn't want to keep doing that. I didn't want to keep saying, Monique, you're going to get your shit together. I've always loved fitness. My weight has always been up and down. When I was in high school, before I got pregnant with my son at 15, I would literally go to the gym every morning before school and work out. Didn't nobody make me do that. I just had a real love for fitness, and this was me at 15 doing this. So I knew it was in me, but I knew that it took commitment. It took me really committing to myself again to do it. You know what I mean? And so I started doing the lives, and I started saying commitment looks like. And then I got back and I was like, wait a minute, this could be something, you know, this could be something, you know. People go and they make money and they get followings off of, you know, doing the step classes, and people doing, you know, the hip hop bike classes. And I'm like, I can do this. Like, I can talk to people and I can do this. And there goes born commitment looks like a lifestyle movement. And at first it was a jump rope movement because I was, you know, promoting jump roping and how it can be very beneficial and how it gives you a good workout and helps you with cardio and stamina. But later on, I realized that it wasn't just the jump ropes that I had committed to. I had committed to myself. I had recommitted to myself to really take an opportunity to be better and do better for me. And it had shown me really great progress. I started off at 170 in October. I was not happy with that. And even now, looking back at some pictures, I'm like, damn, bitch, you really let yourself get that? You really let yourself get that far, huh? Like, even looking back at pictures, and seeing how fat my face was, or bloated my face was from the water weight, I was just like, how you let yourself get away like that? And stress is listen, stress and overeating and not taking care of yourself, and just feeling like you always got tomorrow. Well, baby, you don't. You got right here, right now. And that's how I started living. I started living in the right here, right now. And if I thought about, if I passed away that day, did I want to be in my, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I would think about stuff like, do I want to be in my casket looking this chunky? Do I want them to see this part of me? I mean, I get it. It's just body, and my spirit will always be who my spirit is. But do I really want to go in this body though? Nah, sis, you don't want to go in this body. This ain't the body you want to go in. So at 170 in October, and then I had lost, after the raw vegan fast, I had lost about 15 pounds. If you're not eating nothing but raw foods, you got to believe that shit is about to flush you the fuck out. And on top of eating the raw foods, I was drinking green teas. I had found a tea called the cola nut tea. It's a tea from Africa. I mean, a nut in Africa. And I found it in one of the farmers markets in Massachusetts, and it said that it helped with boosting your metabolism and craving your appetite. And because I was still I was still doing very much raw vegan, and I was doing a lot of working, I needed something to help me with those cravings. And so I was also drinking the teas, and which were really beneficial to me as well, to drink those teas. Yeah, Commitment Looks Like a Lifestyle Movement was born. And I sat down one day and I just said, what were some things that, had somebody sat me down and said, hey, do these things just to start off, just to get you going, just to kickstart what you need to do in your day-to-day. These were things that I wanted to kickstart, and these were things that I wanted to do. So I made a list of about 15 things. Give me a second. I'll tell you guys the list. One moment. And matter of fact, I'm gonna grab my water since I'm already up. All right, I'm back. I grabbed a snack too, because I just wanted something to snack on. Hey guys, hey Jasmine, hey Ashley, hey Big Jug 702. Y'all with these names, okay? My pistachios, that was like my favorite thing to eat. This is like one of my favorite things to eat, y'all. I'm sorry, I just love pistachios. So, I was supposed to get the damn contract. My greedy ass. I done did everything but do what the fuck I was supposed to do in the first damn place. Why y'all let me do that? Alright. So, I sat down one day and I was like, if I were someone who said that they wanted to really kickstart a lifestyle change going along with the Commitment Looks Like movement, what would that look like? And I came up with a few things. Basic things. Drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. a lot of people just assume that they're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day. That's cool. That's cool and everything. But you know, I'm not a genius or nothing, and I don't necessarily know how many ounces is in water. That shit. Oh, peanuts is your favorite. But that's not enough water for everybody. Everybody can't only drink an ounce of water, a gallon of water a day. They need more or they need less. So if you drink half of your body weight in ounces of water, that helps your body to flush out. So weigh yourself, half that, you know, divide it by 2. Use your calculator if you need to, baby, because we ain't all math geniuses like your girl, okay? And drink half of that in ounces every day. I did invest in this water bottle recently that my homegirl told me about. It's a water bottle that is a 32-ounce water bottle, but it also has times. And I'm sure most of y'all have seen something like this. I'm gonna hold it up just a little bit more so Facebook can see it too. Have seen something like this, but I don't really like big bulky water bottles. If I gotta carry it with 2 hands and shit, and I can't sit it nice and neat in my cup holder in my car, it becomes inconvenient to me, and I'm not gonna want to take it nowhere. Or if I can't just drop this in a book bag real quick, or the side of my book bag, you know, where they actually give you a section for your water bottle, I don't want it neither, sis. I don't want that shit neither, okay? So, but my friend recently told me about this water bottle that she got off of Amazon, and it was perfect to me. But it's only 32 ounces, so of course, for me, because now I weigh about 130, I am drinking about 2 because that is actually all I need to drink for my body weight. But for instance, if you weigh 200 pounds, then you would need to fill this up a couple of times, not just twice. You know, even though it says refill and it has a time on the other side, you have to fill it a couple of times. But yeah, half of your weight in ounces of water, y'all. And then I exercise. So for me, it was the jump rope challenge. I felt like for me, jump rope is easy for most people. And I get it. Some people have knee issues. I had a lady reach out to me who said that she wants to be a part of the challenge, but she's going to need an alternative because she has brain injury, so she can't do up and down motions. But jump rope, for the most part, 90% of us can do jump roping. 95, 98 point something % of us can jump rope. Okay. It was easy. It's an easy thing to do. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money, you know. Oh, okay. The heat just kicked on. See, I'm real scary, y'all. So listen, I am the girl screaming. In the damn theater, okay? Girl, don't you do that. Come back. Don't go over there. That is me. So don't mind the scariness that I just presented to y'all just now. But it was just the heat kicking on. So don't worry. I don't got no. So yeah, jump rope challenge. It's just easy. You really don't have to do much. And a jump rope costs less than $5 or less. Okay. So it's just an easy thing to do. Then I was like, okay, what else? Drink 3 cups of hot tea a day. And I say 3 because your main meals are breaking your fast meal. I don't call it breakfast because I just have a thought process on breakfast, and I don't think that anybody needs to eat that fucking early in the morning. That's a personal preference, probably because I'm an intermittent faster and I do like 18 6s. Sometimes I will do 24s where I have a 4-hour window to eat, and only 20 hours out of the day I don't eat. That's just me. That's just how I've kind of trained my body. But honestly, to me, that is how your body is supposed to, like, ain't nobody supposed to be eating all day. I just don't believe that. Like, I don't believe nobody's supposed to be eating all fucking day. That's just a lot, y'all. But I digress. That's my personal preference, and you do you, boo boo. Okay. So yeah, 3 cups of hot tea, because like I said, I was drinking a lot of hot tea. Hot tea helped to curb the appetite too. A trick that I learned while on the water fast, or the raw vegan fast, was that when I would get hungry and feel like I needed something to eat, and a lot of times it wasn't necessarily that I wanted something to eat, it was that I wanted something warm. I wanted something that was cooked. And a trick that I taught myself, and I think I got it from one of my coven sisters, was to drink hot water. It don't have to be tea. It could just be straight up. I would literally just go to, while I was at work, I would go to like the little hot water fountain and get just hot water, and I would drink that. And that hot water would crave that appetite, or it would settle that craving for the moment. And I would be able to go like another 2 hours without really feeling like I needed to eat something. So that's just a little nugget for you if you're struggling through your intermittent fasting and you're like, oh man, I'm ready to eat. Drink a cup of hot water, because sometimes this room temperature water just ain't gonna do it, sis. Because your body, because now it's a mental thing, and your mental is saying you need to put some cooked food in your body, and now you gotta trick the mental state. And the way I tricked it was I would drink warm water, like tea temperature. I wouldn't necessarily always drink tea, but anyway, yeah. So 3 cups of hot tea, 1 before each meal. Dandelion tea is one that I suggest because it's a good detoxer. Any kind of green tea that you decide that you wanna drink as well. Intermittent fasting, like I said, to me, fasting has always been, once I started fasting about probably about 4 years ago after I had my daughter. And fasting to me is the quickest way to trick your mind, or to reprogram your mind that you don't need to eat all day long. And it's the quickest way to start learning how to control and overcome the mental space that says I'm hungry when you really probably ain't. And a lot of times too, when I would get those, what I would call, what people call hunger pains, it really wasn't hunger pains, it was digestion. And so your body is craving something to help you flush that, and you need water. It ain't food. Which is why afterwards you still feel bloated and you feel whatever, because your body didn't need no damn food. It needed some water, and you decided to give it food because you figure, oh, maybe if I eat something, I'll feel better. Nah, sis. If you drink some damn water, you'll feel better. So yeah, even now, anytime my stomach gets to like feeling weird, or my stomach says, oh, you're hungry, and I'm like, it's too early though, so you tripping, I'll drink water. So then intermittent fasting, like I said, I typically don't eat after 8 o'clock. I've been pretty bad about that lately, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. And probably because I can eat stuff that I cook now that I'm back home. And now that I'm back home, and so now I'm more tempted to eat versus not eat. But like I said, I've been doing this for a while, about three or 4 months almost now. So I know how to put myself back into it. It's just right now I'm enjoying the freedom of being able to cook and eat the things that I can cook because I'm at home, and I'm enjoying being home. I have to. Nah, damn it! You know what? Hold on. This is madness. I really do love y'all, Facebook. I'm really sorry that shit keeps falling. I am. So then, what to do, what to eat to break your fast. because you just intermittent fasting. You did maybe 16/8s or you did 18/6s. And now you're like, okay, so now what? The worst thing you can do is eat trash or bread, you know. Oh, I done did that, so let me go eat some pancakes. Nah, that ain't what you're supposed to do, bruh. I didn't drop nothing. The damn thing fell off of the stand. I need another stand. Shit. Give me another stand. Hit me up for my address. You always talking shit, Jay. Okay. Don't mind me, y'all. I digress. You know, you gotta call them out sometime. You gotta call them out. Damn it. Hold on. Wait, maybe I'll do this. Maybe this is better. Hold on. Let me readjust, y'all. One moment. Since Jay got shit to say, let me readjust. All right. There. I'm about to read it. Oh, I know what I do. I need another stand. I keep saying that every day, and then I never go get a stand. I'm so bad about that. Okay. Oh, I can do this. Okay, here. We'll just take you off of the stand altogether. 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's what we'll do. This is what we'll do. I got y'all. Don't worry. We gonna make this work, because I'm tired of dropping y'all, and I'm sure y'all tired of I'm tired of dropping y'all, and I'm sure y'all tired of being dropped. Alright. That's that. Now you won't be dropped. Oh. Alright. So, the worst thing you can do is eat nonsense when you about to break your fast. So, you done did 16/8s, you did 18/6s, and now you about to put some pancakes in your body? Nah, bruh. Or you about to put a whole bunch of sugar cereal? Nah, that ain't it either, okay? Let me not get undressed on this live now. Let me adjust myself properly. So, my suggestion is to have 2 servings of fruit. I should put fruit and vegetables on there. I'm going to change that. At least a serving of fruit and at least a serving of vegetable or whatever. Something healthy, fruit and or vegetables to break that fast, okay? Eat a hearty green salad for lunch. This is not including just romaine lettuce. What I learned was that, judge your mama now, I keep telling y'all, I made that lumpia tonight. Y'all ain't gonna understand. That lumpia wood. And it's all veggie. So, a hearty salad. And a lot of times I would make my salads out of kale, spinach, or broccoli. I would use broccoli florets as my base and make a salad. And just make it healthy. A nice salad. If you're somebody who says, yeah, I ain't giving up all my meat, I still need my seafood, that's cool too. You can have your seafood. Or if you still need your chicken, you can still have your chicken. Just bake it. Just bake it. Anything but fried. You want to saute that bad boy on the stove, do that too. Okay? Then, avoiding red meat and dairy. The reason why I say dairy is because if you're someone who struggles, you're welcome, love. You're welcome. If you're someone who struggles with mucus, you find that you're always sick, that you always coughing up shit and spitting shit out, your nose always running, you always getting sick during the holidays, your ass need to stay away from the dairy anyway. Because no amount of sea moss or elderberry syrup is going to be able to solve that for you. Okay? It's just not. It's not going to be able to solve it for you. You do need to try to stay away from it.
Everything is not COVID these days, okay, y'all? People really got other shit going on. It is not just COVID. You so annoying, Jay. Yeah, like you really need to stay away from that mucus. And I'm just gonna be real. Unless you plan on walking up to a cow and drinking off of his nipples, it just don't make sense to me neither. But that's your business. If that's what you want to do. But I say try to stay away from it as much as possible. There are a lot of different alternatives to cheese. I'm not really a big egg alternative person. I had kind of got turned off from eggs anyway. To me, that's too close to eating chicken. So I can't fuck with it. But that's just me. It is a good source of protein. I can't lie about that. So I do have to get my protein in other places. Pistachios have 6 grams, or at least these have 6 grams of protein per serving. And a serving is a fourth of a cup without the shell. So that's cool. I do eat a lot of pistachios. I will smash a whole bag of pistachio. So then, outside of avoiding the red meat and avoiding the dairy, Jay, so nasty ass. Getting 20 minutes of outside time. And that's for your mental health. That's for your mental health, because in the lifestyle movement, everything's important. And it is really important for you to be mentally healthy as much as you are trying to be physically healthy. It doesn't help for you to have the best shape and your mind not being there. And you can't grasp yourself. And you can't, oh, it's 11:11, y'all. That's good shit. And you can't figure out yourself and stop the voices. 20 minutes outside, you can ground. There were times where I didn't want to walk nowhere, but I just wanted to be outside. So I would just go outside and take my shoes off and be in the dirt, lay in the grass. I had somebody tell me, one of my coworkers, they had accompanied me on one of my hikes. And they said to me, I had decided, I was like, yo, we can sit right here for a second. And I took my shoes off. I laid back. I relaxed, my hair my locks in the grass, and I just chilled. And it was like, you do that? And I'm like, yeah. You don't? Like, this is grounding. And if you can't take a moment to become one with nature, baby, you missing out on a lot of the simple things in life. There's beauty in simplicity. Remember that. All right. Have baked foods, chicken and fish, if you must eat those things. And try to avoid shellfish. Not just for the mercury, but if you got to do a whole bunch of work to eat your food, it ain't for me anyway. I told y'all I'm a lazy vegan. I ain't trying to do all that. Okay? Why I gotta doop and I ain't got. I love crab legs. I do. And when I was in Vegas, I fucked boiling crab up. I fucked them shrimp up so good, y'all. Ooh, that place is so good, y'all. That sauce, baby, listen. With that corn on the cob. You don't even understand, do you? You don't even understand. I know you don't. But listen. That shit be so damn good. But try to avoid the shellfish as much as possible. Alright? They're scavengers. They're on the bottom of the ocean. They're getting all the nasty shit and eating the nasty shit off the ground. That's all I got to say. That's all I'm going to leave it at. I learned to help with my sugar cravings, because we all have it, especially if you're detoxing your body. When you start doing like the fasting, you start doing more of a vegan lifestyle, you're starting to now detox your body from those sugars, those extra sugars. Y'all, I went months without even eating a piece of gum. I didn't eat it. They got extra sugars and shit. I stayed away from that too. So I would eat fruit when I would crave something sweet. You know, pineapples, mangoes. Oh, y'all, listen. Let me tell y'all a little trick. Come here. Yeah, you come here. Let me tell you something. Get high, right? And then eat a mango. When I tell y'all that high is on a whole nother motherfucking level. That enhances the high. Something about, and I'm not lying. This is real shit, so you can go back and Google it. Something about the chemical makeup, or the chemicals, not chemicals, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. The stuff in the mango. Something about the stuff in the mango reacts to your high, and it makes you higher. And not only that, but your high lasts longer too. So go on and get you your blunt and some mango and go to town. Thank me later. You welcome. You are so welcome. You can have tea with honey or agave. Just stay away from the refined sugars. And if you're going to eat sugar or use sugar, it needs to be cane sugar, raw cane sugar. It's less processed. It's not bleached. But once again, I prefer to sweeten things with honey or agave. And the little tip about honey is so that you can get a dual benefit. Get local honey. Don't just get honey from the store just because they got it on a shelf. Get local honey, because not only are you now, switching up what you're using to sweeten your food with, but local honey helps with allergies because it's putting that pollen. It's kind of like a vaccine, right? Like you're putting it in your body so that you can become immune to it. So local honey puts the pollens that are in your local area into your body, so that if you suffer from allergies, it helps to cure that. That's just a little nugget. Take and do what you want to do with it. Bam. Substitute rice for quinoa and couscous. It's a healthier grain. They're just both healthier grains. Dr. Sebi says, not even couscous, but Dr. Sebi got a whole bunch of no's to stuff that I'm just not willing to give up. So I just pick and choose. Just being honest. I pick and choose the things on Dr. Sebi list that I'll be like, it ain't that deep for me. Or it is that deep for me. I do mostly eat quinoa now, though. I actually like quinoa a lot more than couscous anyway. But they both good. And they both do the same thing. And I got both of them in my cabinet right now. So if I'm out of quinoa, I'm gonna fuck up that couscous. Period. I'm not gonna not eat it just because. It's still a healthier grain versus rice. And if you do want to eat rice, I've heard black rice. I don't have anything. I haven't looked it up for myself, but I heard black rice is really good. Or wild rice is a better alternative than just the regular brown rice or white rice. So look into black rice and look into wild rice. Okay? Or stay away from rice altogether and do quinoa couscous. Alright? You can substitute dairy options, the eggs and cheese and shit, for dairy-free options. There are a lot of companies out there who have dairy-free cheeses and dairy-free yogurts and dairy-free milk and dairy-free this and dairy-free that. So there are options. It may take you trying one of each brand to find the kind that you like, because everybody is different. Me, myself, I don't really eat yogurt like that, but I think it's ciabatta It might not be Ciabatta. It might be a whole nother brand. But there is a brand out there that that I have liked and I have tried before. But they have like coconut milk based yogurt that you can try. If you're one of those people who are like yogurt eaters. I like yogurt. I can do without it. I don't need it. You know, just not something that I missed in this journey. So I don't really look for those options. But like my daughter, she really likes yogurt. And she likes to put her fruit and her, oh, it's Silk. She likes the Silk brand. The Silk brand yogurt. The almonds, Silk brand. They make an almond yogurt. That's probably the most common brand that you'll be able to find. A little bit everywhere. And they make an almond version yogurt. And it's really good. My daughter will add like granola and fresh fruit to hers. And she's a pretty good eater, actually. That's my little mini-me, y'all. She's so cute. She come home from school and I'll be like, all right, Samara, go get you some fruit. And she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get, I think I'm just gonna get, like, she did a little thing with her hand now. I think I'm just gonna get some grapes. And I'll be like, okay. Okay, Miss Prissy Pants. You do you, boo-boo. You can also, part of the contract is, give yourself something after you've lost 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever. However many pounds you feel like. I had a piece of kernel of the pistachio stuck underneath my tongue. And I was trying to get it without digging my finger in my mouth. I got it though. Don't worry. But you know, if you say it's just hard for me to lose 10 pounds. Okay, well then shit. At 10 pounds, you give yourself a reward. At 20 pounds, you give yourself another reward. At 30 pounds, you give yourself another reward. Don't think just because you're going on this journey, you don't got the right to reward yourself. Reward yourself. Take pictures. You know, just so you can have before and after. The one thing that I wish that I would do more, or that I would think about more, is taking more pictures. Because I really don't take a lot of pictures in my transitions. Yeah, take pictures, reward yourself. You know, say you hit that milestone or that goal, your final goal is 50 pounds. Say you hit that 50 pounds and you say, I'm going to reward myself. You know, some of y'all really like name brand stuff. I don't really fuck with name brand stuff myself. But, you know, get you a Coach bag like my mama do. You know what I'm saying? And now she into, I think she into Louis Vuitton now. Get you a Louis Vuitton bag. Shit, whatever you need to do to be like, yeah, girl, you did this. Yeah, my guy, you did that. Like, this is for the men and the women. You know what I mean? Reward yourself. Reward yourself. Now, I put this one in here because, this next one in here because I know that a lot of people are like, well, damn, do I get a cheat day? Is there a day that I can, you know, just eat whatever the fuck I want to eat? Go ahead, y'all. Go on and eat your one little, go on and eat your, have your cheat day. All I ask, if you are going to have a cheat day, is do not go ham. Remember that you've gone 6 days out of the week of eating healthy, making good choices, and for you to take your body through unnecessary stress because you just gotta have that pork chop. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, y'all. Don't do it to yourself. But, you know, choose something that you can say, okay, this is more of a cheat day for me. For instance, for me, I try not to eat a lot of potatoes. That's my favorite thing, though. I love me some potatoes. And when I say potatoes, I'm talking about French fries. I ain't about to lie to you. Deep fried French fries is my favorite thing to munch on. Okay? Put that and give me some. I'll take that straight. I'll take that with some Well, I've been trying to find, like vegan versions of condiments. But what do I eat that with? I just do French fries straight, to be honest with y'all. I just like French fries. A little salt. And I eat them like I eat this bag of pistachios, baby. Because I ain't got no shame. Smash. Gone. That's my cheat day. My cheat day isn't a day. It's more like a snack. Or a quick, normally I wouldn't eat French fries. But today, I want a large French fry from Chick-fil-A. I'm going to go get me that large French fry from Chick-fil-A. One day out of the week. So, I do say have one cheat day on my contract. But don't go in, y'all. It's really not worth your body having to go through and try to figure out how the fuck to properly digest and maneuver around this object that you just put in here that damn well you weren't supposed to put in this body. So, just take it easy. Don't go in too hard. Oh, yay, love. Hi, my love. That's one of my coven sisters. I love her so much. Why? Because I just love her name. Oh, yay, love. Hey. Okay. And then motivate yourself when you are feeling down. Listen, ain't nothing like a good pep talk. You understand? Affirmations are good for the soul. So if you gotta sit there and be like, yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, barbecue sauce with them French fries. But I found out that barbecue sauce ain't, I think I looked it up and barbecue sauce not vegan. So I've been trying to find vegan alternatives to my condiments. But I do love me some barbecue sauce on my French fries. Let me tell y'all what I used to do with my French fries, right? I used to not need no condiments. Because y'all know what my condiment was? Ice cream. Now, if you ain't never, okay, this is not a part of the contract at all. So, I'm just putting this out there. Maybe this is your cheat day snack or your cheat day item. But if you ain't never took your warm, fresh, lightly salted French fry and dipped it in some ice cream. Now, remember, we staying away from dairy, so get you some dairy-free ice cream. But dipped it in some ice cream, you don't know what you're missing. I'm just trying to tell you. If you ain't never did it, baby, listen. That sweet and that salty with that. Listen, you better go try it. And when you fall in love with it, don't say I didn't warn you. Okay? Just find you some dairy-free ice cream. That's all I ask. I would literally go to Chick-fil-A, get a large fry, a large cup of ice water, and a cup of ice cream. And I would sit there and I would dip them waffle fries. And I like the waffle fries because, listen, I like the waffle fries because they sturdy. So when you put that ice cream on top of that waffle fry, it don't just flop. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with McDonald's whatsoever. And if you still eating that trash, Jay, while you over here talking shit, Jay, where he at? JQK. If you're still eating McDonald's, shame on you. No, but for real, don't eat that shit. Them shits is cardboard. Don't eat that. But if you eating waffle fries from like Chick-fil-A, heaven. Heaven. Okay? Let me tell you what else. If you got a smash burger next to you, y'all, smash burger french fries. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like no fat fries. And the reason why I don't like fat fries is because I don't like the fact that they not crunchy all the way through. Fat fries, when you bite into them, they might be crunchy a little bit on the outside, but on the inside, they still mushy. I don't like that. Just like I don't like no wet meat. I know, don't laugh at me, but for real, I don't like wet meat when I was eating chicken. I used to always tell people. It was one time I was at work, and they was like, Mo, you want something from the wing spot? And I'm like, yeah, what y'all getting? They tell me what they was getting and everything. This when I was in Vegas, right? They was telling me what I was getting, what they was getting, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get some of that. You know, I was eating chicken still. And they was like, okay. So I'm like, they got to order from this wing spot. And I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. Please tell them to make my chicken extra, extra crispy. Because I don't like no wet meat. And everybody looked at me like, what are you talking about? What you mean wet meat? And why you got to say it like that? Listen. If you bite into your chicken and you start seeing juice and shit oozing out, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't even eat meat now, but I'm just saying. I don't like that. Don't be eating that wet meat. Cook your chicken all the way through, please. I shouldn't still be seeing juices and shit flowing through your chicken. Please don't. Please cook my shit all the way through. Okay? Please. I don't eat chicken, but I'm just saying. I'm the same way about my french fries. If I get my french fries and I bite into that sucker and it feel like I'm biting into a mushy piece of baked potato, I don't want that shit neither. I want me a crispy french fry. And Smash Burger got crispy french fries. Them things is skinny. And they put like an olive oil and some type of, I don't know if it's thyme or parsley, some type of herb. They toss it and they, yes. And they toss it at the Smash Burger, y'all. And baby, it's so good. It's so good. And by the way, Smash Burger also has a very good black bean burger that you can put on any of their sandwiches. So you do not, again, have to eat beef. You can make a difference and choose something healthier. I'm just saying. There are options. And this is another thing that I would suggest for those people who say, look, I do want to try this vegan thing, but I don't know what to do. And what if I'm going out to this restaurant? What am I supposed to eat? If you just Google vegan options for this restaurant, the shit will come up. They will give you options. The shit that you probably would have never thought about. Like I know, at one point I was considering doing like a keto diet. And I learned that people who do keto diet will go to Burger King or any of the fast food restaurants, and they will ask for their burger, but they will tell them no bun. Everything is possible, y'all. All you have to do is you just gotta switch it up. And most of these restaurants now, they are very much aware of the different types of eating styles. So normally, they have at least one or two different options for you. You ain't gotta starve yourself. You ain't gotta feel like you can't eat nothing. I went to Mellow Mushroom. I had never been to Mellow Mushroom before. I don't know what the fuck I don't even know what the fuck they offer. Other than pizza. I mean, that's what the restaurant is. It's a pizza spot. But I was like, how the fuck they gonna make? And I found out, but just by Googling, that the bread or the dough of pizza is already vegan. So that's not an issue. Clearly, you can have a better option like cauliflower crust. But at least you know that the dough itself is vegan. And then Mellow Mushroom, they actually use the Follow Your Heart or Heart to Follow. I think it's Follow Your Heart, y'all. I always get it messed up. But they actually use the Follow Your Heart cheese. That's vegan. Or if you don't like it, you could just say no cheese and they'll put all the condiments on all the toppings on your crust and bake it just like that. There are ways. Okay? I literally have not gone to no restaurant with nobody that I was not able to figure out something to eat. Yeah, it might take a little bit of effort and it might take a little bit of work, and you might have to learn how to program yourself to be able to be like, oh yeah, I can't eat that because that has cheese in it, but can they substitute it for this? And most likely they have it. You just have to program yourself for that. I am actually starting to get sleepy. I'm about to write this up, and this is coming in at the same time. And then at the bottom of the commitment contract, I give you an opportunity to tell me what your struggle is. Something that I haven't mentioned. If you talking about, oh, I eat candy all the time, well, we already talked about candy. We talked about eating the fruit, your favorite fruit, when you get a sugar craving. If you say, oh, I got a problem with eating fried stuff. Okay, well, we talked about that. Because I told your ass not to eat no fried stuff and eat baked shit. So we discussed that. I'm also not against the air fryer because you're not actually submerging anything into oil and deep frying it. So that's actually not a bad idea either. Baked or air fried items. If you take some salmon, I'm gonna put y'all up on game real quick. If you take a salmon, right? A fillet of salmon. I'm about to be a real foodie in a minute. If you take a fillet of salmon and you get you some vegan cream cheese, because it is out there, go find it. Kroger's, Harris Teeter's, those two places definitely should have it. You take your vegan cream cheese, right? And you put it inside of the salmon with some bell peppers and onions. And you season that bad boy up real good with your herbs and your sea salt and your pepper. And then you put that shit in the air fryer. Oh my goodness. And don't find no shredded vegan cheese because it is out there. Find you some shredded vegan cheese and top that boy off and put it in it. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all, honey, that shit is good. You understand me? Okay, I just put you up on game, so go ahead and try it out. Go and try it out. All right. Anyway, at the bottom of the contract, it talks about your personal struggles. I think that this part of my contract is really important because it personalizes the contract for you. I want to know from you, what are you struggling with? And once again, this contract is not only about food. It's about your mental health as well. Remember, because you're taking 20 minutes out to be outside, get natural sunlight. That's vitamin D. That's helping you. That natural sunlight and being one with the earth and grounding, that is a spirit booster. Okay, that's a spirit booster. So it doesn't have to only be food items. But one thing that you struggle with, I had one person who say, I need to do better about making time for myself. That's your struggle. Ain't nothing like getting at least 20 to 30 minutes to yourself at the beginning of the day and at the end of your day. Make an effort. Make an effort. And then what's your personal commitment to that struggle? How are you going to overcome that struggle? I'm going to speak up more. I'm going to tell my significant other, if you got kids, yo, you need to take these badass kids for 30 motherfucking minutes so I can go take me a fucking moment. Because I need it. I need a motherfucking mental break. Be honest with your significant other. Let them know what you're doing. Let them know what you're on. Look, I'm on a path to be a better man. I need you to take these kids for 30 fucking minutes so I can go handle me for 30 minutes. Whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you go get your nails done. Maybe you go get your toes done. Men, maybe you go out and you go, I don't know, whatever fuck you men do in your personal time. I don't fucking know. I'm not a man. Shit. I mean, at least I don't think I'm a man. No, I'm just joking. I'm not a man. Okay, and the biggest and most important part of this contract, the biggest thing that I want you to commit to yourself when it comes to this contract, is because I've been on here for more than an hour. Oh, hey, asses. But yeah, I'm about to get off. But always get back off, even when you fall off. It is never too late to get back on. Even if it's the middle of the day and you just fucked up and had a beef sandwich. I don't fucking know. That's okay. Just don't have no more today. Don't keep indulging just because I done already did it now, so I might as well. No, you might as well not. Okay? That's all I got to say. Alright, y'all. I've been on here way longer than I expected to be. But I hope y'all got some good nuggets of information that y'all can take back to your personal lives and try to do. I didn't get any questions, and that's okay. Y'all just wanted to hear me talk, and that's cool too. I'm probably going to start doing this once a week just to check in with everybody or share any bits of information that I've come across over the week. Tomorrow is day 8, and we will be back on the grind for day 8. We're going to have, I'm pretty sure we got everything tomorrow because it's day 8, so it's time to reset and start over. So, I love y'all. And I'm about to take my ass to bed. Okay? I don't know what the fuck you about to do, but you got to get the fuck on. Okay? Like Martin said, you ain't got to leave, but you got to get... Well, that ain't what he say, but... You got to get the fuck off of my life because I'm about to go. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Hit me up if you want that contract. Here's mine. I've committed to myself. And commit to yourself. I love you guys, and I'm out.